Mahacartoon TV. Jism Part 1. Shikha was a gorgeous young woman who had recently shifted to Delhi from Mumbai for some official work, and she had got a bungalow to stay in from her company. The night had gotten dark and it was raining heavily, and because of that, Shikha preferred to sleep. It was 2 in the midnight and she couldn't hear anything other than the tick-tock of the wall clock. And just then, Shikha woke up abruptly.
What a pathetic dream it was. God knows why do I see such terrifying dreams. Anyway, now that I've woken up, let me just eat something.
Shikha had woken up of a nightmare. She often saw such weird dreams, but she wasn't aware of the reality behind those nightmares. Shikha reached the kitchen and started to look for something to eat. And just then, she felt someone's presence behind her. And as she turned back to see who it was, she got chills down her spine. She saw that her house help was standing there holding a lantern in her hand and looking dead in her eyes. Who does that, Sunita? You almost gave me a heart attack. Shikha found this behavior of her house help a little strange, but ignoring that, she asked Sunita to get something to eat for her, and she went to her room. In a few minutes, Sunita came there with something to eat for Shikha, just when someone rang the bell. Who could it be at this point of time? Sunita, go check. Sunita walked down the stairs to reach the door and opened it.
Hey, I'm Pranav. Actually, my car broke down and it's raining heavily. Can I stay here tonight?
On listening to this, Sunita refused the boy to come inside the bungalow. But Pranav kept requesting Sunita to let him stay there just for a night or until the rain stops. But Sunita didn't hear anything. Shikha could hear some noise coming from downstairs, and so she left her plate and walked down to see what was going on. And on reaching to the gate, she found Pranav entirely drenched in rain and saw his broken car. And on understanding the entire situation, Shikha said, Sunita, it's just about a night. Let him come in. Seeing Shikha understand his situation, Pranav said,
Hey, I'm Pranav. Thanks a lot for helping. Or else God knows what would I have done in such a situation.
Seeing his charming and strong personality and hearing his masculine voice, Shikha felt an attraction towards Pranav and passed a sweet smile and asked Sunita to show him the room for his stay for that day. Sunita did not like what Shikha was doing, and with this, she unwillingly accompanied Pranav to show him the room. The night was getting dark now. There was a deafening silence in the entire bungalow. Shikha too had gone to sleep. The cold breeze around the bungalow was making the scene even more terrifying. On the other hand, Shikha felt as if someone was sitting on her head. And as she half opened her eyes, her voice got stuck in her throat. Shikha saw an entirely saturated body whose hands and neck were falling from its place, and his face was covered with hair. He's obnoxiously trying to touch Shikha. Seeing that, Shikha lost all her cool and screamed, And that's when she woke up from sleep. Shikha just wasn't unable to comprehend as to what has happened with her. Another terrifying nightmare has woken her up. Ah! 2 consecutive nightmares in a single night. This is the first time this has happened. What's going on? Can't even sleep properly. Shikha just then heard some strange noise at her door. She stood up and went to the door. And as she opened up the gate, she saw Pranav standing on the other side.
Are you alright? Actually, I heard you scream and came here to check on you if everything's fine or not.
Yes, I'm fine.
If you don't mind, can we talk for some time? Since this place is new for me, so I'm unable to sleep here.
Yeah, sure, why not? Shikha and Pranav were complete strangers for each other, but yet they decided to spend some time together. Both of them started to talk, and they talked about each other's work and other stuff for quite long. Listening to Pranav's talk, Shikha got even more attracted towards him. Pranav too, on the other hand, liked Shikha's calm nature. And then Shikha mentioned about the nightmares she's been seeing, to which he replied,
I guess some of your old longings are still unfulfilled.
Shikha didn't understand, so she smiled.
There you go. You at least giggled. I have been waiting for this only.
Shikha and Pranav didn't even realize that when they came so close to each other, and both of them got carried away. It was 3 in the morning, and Shikha had fallen asleep. She felt that Pranav was still there and was caressing her hair. She felt good in Pranav's presence, and she wanted him to stay. She had a subtle smile on her face. She opened her eyes, and it was as if her entire body was paralyzed because of fear. The soggy body she had seen in her dreams was sitting over her, and he was looking dead into her eyes, with a smirk on his face. Shikha was unable to utter even a single word, and yet she gathered some courage and managed to say, Who are you?
I told you, right? That probably some of your old longings are still unfulfilled.
Pranav,
Don't you remember me? I have been waiting here for last 25 years for you to come. Shikha, when you left me hanging alone with my feelings and your fragrance that night, promising me that you would come back. But you didn't come back. And since then, I have been waiting to make you mine. My body that was left cold has felt divorced again, only because of you.
If you enjoyed this video, do like, share and comment. And to be the first person to watch our videos, make sure to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for timely notifications.